Julissa Bermudez and Sanya Ross are the new duo coming to your television screens this fall. Will Packer, who executive produces Central Ave, brings you the top interviews with Hollywood celebrities while also bringing you an investigative style to entertainment reporting. I speak with Julissa and Sanya on their thoughts about being the first women of color to ever host an entertainment pop culture show.
This is the first entertainment pop culture show, one of the first for two ladies of color co-hosting together. How does that feel to be the two first women of color? Because that is a pretty big deal, and we don't see that often in the entertainment industry.
Sanya.
I got it. First of all, thank you so much for having us. This has been such a huge honor. We talk a lot about wondering why did it take so long? Why is it not until 2020 that we have two women of color hosting a show like this? Mm-hmm. But it certainly feels like the right show for right now. And both Julissa and I feel so blessed and honored to be able to be the first two women of color. And what's most exciting for us is not just that there's so much diversity in front of the camera with both of us, but the diversity that we have behind the camera is also unmatched and never seen before. And we think that allows us to really tell these stories authentically. And so we're very proud of not just what we stand for in front of the camera, but what our show stands for behind the camera.
Because entertainment news magazine shows have been around for so long and they've had the same format literally since forever. If you look at the ones that you grew up watching, they've never really switched anything up. And that's probably why it's taken so long, because no one thought that, hey, maybe we should add two women and maybe they should be of color. Mm-hmm. And here we are. But to Sanya's point, it is crazy that it's taken this long, and now it's 2020. But this year, as we've come to find out, can be quite unpredictable, and we are more than happy to be the first and to step foot into these positions and represent to the best of our abilities.
Absolutely, because you guys are actually inspiring others. Like, you're Latina, you're Dominican, Sanya is Jamaican, so it's inspiring others that are coming up within the industry. Like, hey, listen, that could be me one day.
We hope that that's the case. I mean, we literally just do as best as we can. We do what we love. We try to do it knowing that we are absolutely representing, and we hope that people do feel seen and heard when they watch Central Ave in ways that they never feel like that they had that before. So
absolutely. Now, last November, last fall, you guys were actually doing a test run of the show for a couple of weeks, and it actually received the green light to come back this fall, but now on weekends, not during the weekday. How did that feel to receive the green light that you guys were going to come back?
I mean, it was super exciting. You know, Julissa and I always said we kind of spoke this into existence. Every week on the show, we just kept saying we're going to get picked up. People are going to love this show, and we're going to give it everything that we had. So, you know, but it doesn't feel real until it actually happens. And so to actually be here in Atlanta working on this project with our team, I still have to pinch myself that we get to work with Will Packer and Monique Chenault, who is our showrunner, who was the first Black woman to be a showrunner over at Entertainment Tonight and now heads up our show. So it still feels like a dream. And like you mentioned before, it's just so great that we get to inspire other young women that look like us to dream big and to believe in themselves, because, you know, it's possible for them.
It's crazy because when we were on and we were doing the daily show, 30 minutes, Monday through Friday, people would hit us up and say, man, I wish the show was longer. It went by so fast, because the style of reporting and investigating the entertainment pop culture news that we're doing, it is in a lengthier way. We're really giving you more than just beyond the headlines, which is what a lot of entertainment shows do. But on Central Ave, we're giving you an inside look at the headlines and everything that you need to know about them. So it actually turned out to be a blessing that now we're on for an hour or 30 minutes in some markets back to back, or Saturday and Sunday, because now we're basically giving the people sort of what they wanted, which was a little bit so that it would be a little longer and a little bit more show, if you will. So it's great to be back and be, in a longer format.
Yeah, absolutely. That leads me actually to my next question. When you said so many people were reaching out to you guys when they would see your show during the week. Now that you're on the weekend slot, was that worrisome to you? Like worrying, are you going to attract new viewers, new audiences? Like, how do you feel on being on that weekend slot?
Yeah.
You know, you can go ahead, Julie.
Definitely, because especially when you think to yourself, okay, Monday through Fridays, people they're done closing the laptops because now they're working from home, or anyone who is working outdoors and comes home, they just want to turn on the TV and kind of watch whatever's on, and they're more inclined to, I think, most likely maybe during Monday through Friday to watch whatever's on. But actually on the weekends, we've been receiving a lot more viewers and on par with all the other entertainment weekend shows. So it's been a different audience, but it's also been one that's growing because now people will say, oh, I recorded, so then Sunday I can just catch up on everything. Or, you know, they'll be home cleaning and watching the show, or just home relaxing because they're not out and about. I mean, there's not that many places to be going these days. And it's also another blessing that we're on during a time where so many people are home.
Absolutely. Now, Julissa, you have a few acting credits to your name, and you was recently on the show Hunters on Amazon Prime. Now, can viewers and even fans of yours on Instagram expect more acting credits to your name, or do you have other goals in mind?
Absolutely. I mean, I just auditioned for something yesterday, so we'll see.
Okay.
But Hunters is back for a second season, you know, fingers crossed that Maria comes back, my character. And as far as other things, yeah, I'm actually working on a real big passion project. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. And it's a nod to where I was born, which is in Santo Domingo, in the Dominican Republic. And that's going to be something that it basically was inspired by where I was born. So, and it's in the beauty realm. If you guys follow me on Instagram.
I do. That's what I was going to ask you. Like, is it beauty related? Because like every day I see you doing like videos, and I kind of do the same on my page. And I'm like, wow, Julissa's like really getting into this, like a beauty ambassador, and one of the few Latinas to do it.
Yeah, it's something that actually, it's crazy because I grew up as a tomboy. I have 3 older brothers. So for me to progress to where I am now as a beauty influencer, it is quite crazy when you think about it. But I learned so much sitting in so many different makeup chairs throughout my career. And it's really a way that you can have as much control over your look as possible, because a lot of the times where I was sitting in makeup chairs, there were people that didn't even have the right shade foundation for me. So I was kind of forced to learn how to do my makeup, how to do my hair, how to put myself together, how to arreglarme, as you know, we say. So I think it just actually became a progression that it turned into a passion, and I just feel like I'm getting better and better at it. So yeah, the product that I'm going to come out is definitely in the beauty space.
Oh, okay, good. I'll look forward to it.
Now,
Sanya, you also have huge accomplishments under your belt, where you're a 5-time Olympic medalist, you're a mom, you're a wife, but you're also an author, an entrepreneur, and the list goes on. So what more can we expect from you? Because when I was researching you, I was like, wait a minute, okay, what hasn't she done?
Oh, well, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. You know, I competed on the track for the majority of my life, 25 years out of my life dedicated to the sport of track and field. And you know, one of the things my dad told me when I was growing up, he always told me you don't want to be one-dimensional. And so even when I was excelling on the track, I had a 4.0 GPA in the classroom. I just always tried to extend myself and always dream big, even when I was accomplishing something that I was super passionate about. So, you know, for me, I'm living my dream, being able to transition off the track and do something that's not in sports, that shows that I am more than an athlete, you know, being able to stand alongside Julissa and do this show. I run a blog called Mommy Nation. That is my passion project. Becoming a mom has been the greatest joy of my life. And so to be able to share that and connect with other moms has been also a dream of mine. And I just want to continue to evolve and grow. Like, you never know what the future holds. And I think for me, my life motto is I always say yes to life. So as things come, I just always attack it and approach it and give it my best and see what happens.
Okay, that's exciting. Now, okay, so besides the show, you ladies have a diverse group of correspondents. on the field getting those interviews from, I believe, Van Lathan from TMZ, actress Kennedy McCullough, I believe I'm pronouncing it correctly. Yeah. Now, how did you guys stay interactive and be up to date on the latest entertainment news within this industry during this pandemic? Because I know it offered a bit of a challenge for many within the industry.
Yeah, I mean, you hit it right on the head. Our team has done a fantastic job of ensuring that Julissa and I are supported by incredible correspondents, Naima Abduali, and Melissa McCarty, who does politics and all of as far reaching as you can think of. And they do a really good job with their stories. And our team, like we talk about every Monday, we have our daily calls where we all get on and we contribute stories that we're passionate about, that we love, that we're tracking, and then our team goes out and decides which one is best to really follow up on and bring to the viewer. So it hasn't been easy. Like you mentioned, we're in a pandemic and we're doing a lot of stuff virtually, and we're having to do a whole lot more. Julissa's beauty stuff has certainly off because we're having to do our own hair and makeup and really do a lot more on our own than we did for the test run. But I just love that about our show, is that we have so many great people involved who bring their expertise and their passion to the project to make our storytelling even more authentic.
Wow, that's pretty cool. And lastly, as the first show of women of color, what are your goals for this show? What would you want people to take away? And the question could go for either of you. What would you want people to take away from watching this show?
Oh, we want people, well, what we would want for this show is to go on as long as possible. We want to be as long as we can, as much as you will receive us. And, it really is about numbers. At the end of the day, it is still entertainment business, and that business part of it is very important. And we want everyone to watch because of the fact that we are breaking ground in being so diverse. And we want people to take away that they're informed. When they watch Central Ave, they know that they're not watching the average entertainment news magazine show. They're watching something that feels as if they can resonate with, that they can come across as if they really got a chance to learn something different that they didn't know before. I mean, some of the stories that we've covered, which is why our correspondents are so important, because we're not just giving you gossip and entertainment news. We're really giving you all different facets of the business. With Sloan Glass, we do Tap That App, which is all about the latest apps and what these, and some of your favorite celebrities that are behind them. I mean, who knew that Snoop Dogg was behind Triller? We're really so investigative that we want you to come across like, wow, I watched this show and yeah, I got a chance to see what my favorite celeb is up to, but I also feel extra informed. And it's nice to also see somebody that looks like me reflected on the screen telling these stories and these lengthy, investigative, and having that approach to the stories.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for this interview. I definitely appreciate it. And I wish you guys tons of luck. I mean, Julissa, I've been following you for the longest. I know you're like from Queens. My fiance's from Queens. I'm from the Bronx personally. And I'm also Latina. And it was just like, it's just a breath of fresh air when I'm like, oh, wow, I see a Latina on television, and as well as a Jamaican for Sanya. I mean, I have friends who are Jamaican from the community in the Bronx, and we're really happy. We're really pushing for you girls. And I was so excited for the test run last year. And so with that said, I'm very happy for you ladies that you got the green light for this fall.
Thank you.
It means a lot to us.
Yes, I'll definitely, put up this interview for my followers, and I'll definitely tag you ladies.
All right, thank you.